It's time for the great No DQ debate. And here is your moderator, Barack Obama.
Hello, everyone. Former United States President Barack Obama here to moderate tonight's WWE versus AEW debate. Former United States President and WWE Hall of Famer Mr. Donald Trump will be representing WWE. Mr. Trump, you have 30 seconds to make your introduction.
My fellow sports entertainment fans, I will tell you very simply, WWE is better than AEW. They have better characters and storylines, better production, better commentary. Everything WWE does is tremendous, absolutely tremendous. It is the greatest spectacle in the world. Nobody does it better than the WWE, believe me. The energy, the excitement, the drama, it's all here. And it's all thanks to the brilliant minds behind the scenes who make it happen.
Thank you, Mr. Trump. Now we turn it over to current United States President, Mr. Joe Biden, who will be representing AEW. The floor is yours, Mr. Biden.
Well, first of all, thank you for doing this and looking forward to this, Mr. Trump.
Thank you, Joe.
Today, I want to talk about something that brings joy and excitement to millions of people across this great country, professional wrestling. And specifically, I want to give a shout out to the amazing athletes of All Elite Wrestling, or AEW. My fellow professional wrestling fans, here's the deal. I will agree that WWE is a spectacle. However, just because something is popular and successful does not mean it is good. As far as I'm concerned, AEW is a superior product. They actually focus on wrestling. They actually listen to their audience.
Let me stop you right there, Joe. That's one of the problems with AEW. They focus too much on wrestling and they only listen to a very niche audience. I got news for you, Joe. Two guys going out there and having 20-minute wrestling matches is boring.
Oh, give me a break. You act like it's a crime to have wrestling matches on a, wrestling show. Heaven forbid that wrestlers actually showcase their God-given abilities.
That's literally the only thing AEW wrestlers are able to do. They can only wrestle. That's why they are wrestlers and not superstars. They are charisma vacuums with little to no promo abilities. That I can tell you.
Charisma vacuums? AEW has some of the best talkers in the business. Chris Jericho, Ricky Starks, MJF.
MJF isn't even that good. All he does is yell a lot and say controversial things to get people talking about him.
Wow, that's rich coming from you.
I am rich, thank you very much. I am richer than you will ever be, Sleepy Joe. I am rich because I support great businesses like WWE. Believe me, AEW produces shows in front of half-empty arenas every week and can't even draw 1 million viewers on a regular basis.
Will you shut up, man? AEW is a young company. It's unfair to compare AEW to a company that has been around for decades. Anyway, when you look at the 1849 demo, AEW is doing very well and is one of the top-rated shows on cable television.
I must tell you, I heard the same young company excuses when Impact Wrestling was trying to compete with WWE. Face it, Joe, AEW can only pop a rating when Tony Khan teases one of his so-called important announcements that ends up being a disappointment every time. Sad.
At least AEW doesn't resort to toilet humor that only Vince McMahon and 10-year-old children find funny to draw numbers.
Oh, so now you are bringing children into this? What you just said is nothing more than a witch hunt. WWE attracts families and puts smiles on kids' faces. AEW just caters to basement-dwelling woke losers, pretty much the same people that vote for you.
I thought we were keeping politics out of this wrestling discussion. I'm serious. But if you want to go that way, fine. At least AEW doesn't have a relationship with a country with one of the worst human rights reputations in the world.
You're just jealous because Saudi Arabia doesn't know what AEW is.
Enough. Let's get back to strictly wrestling talk here. Joe?
The bottom line is AEW gives fans the most bang for their buck. That's why if you buy an AEW pay-per-view, they will make sure you are going to get a maximum return on your investment with the highest quality wrestling in the world.
Fake news. Who the hell wants to spend $50 on a wrestling show when they can watch WWE premium live events for $5 every month? That's the problem with you, Joe. The answer to everything is spend, spend, spend.
Quality over quantity, my friend. Folks, have you ever heard the saying, you get what you pay for?
Quality? That's laughable. A 100-pound wrestler that puts his hands in his pockets and beats a 300-pound freak of nature is ridiculous. Your argument is failing.
This isn't the 1980s anymore, Donald. The wrestling industry has evolved. It doesn't matter what you look like. It's how you perform in the ring and if you can connect with the fans. If you watch AEW programming, you see that almost every wrestler makes a connection with the audience. AEW has the loudest, most passionate crowds in the world. In WWE, fans are quiet half the time, and the production workers have to pipe in crowd noise.
Wrong. Have you heard the WWE crowds lately? They have loved the Sami Zayn storyline with the Bloodline. They sing Seth Rollins' theme song every time he is out there. Hell, AEW fans even sang it after Jon Moxley hit a curb stomp at the Revolution pay-per-view.
Looks like you just admitted you bought an AEW pay-per-view.
You are wrong. I would never pay for an AEW pay-per-view.
I heard there are other things you don't pay for.
You're stupid.
No, you are, Donald.
You're an AEW freakazoid.
You're an E-drone.
All right, let's wrap this up now. I feel like we've heard enough from both sides. There's a lesson here. It's okay to prefer AEW over WWE. It's okay to prefer WWE over AEW. It's okay to like both equally. If you are going to debate about the two companies, be civil. Respect the other person's opinion, even if you disagree with them. Don't resort to name-calling. Let's work together and make the internet wrestling community a better place. Thank you, and God bless the IWC.
I'm thinking the real idiot here is Aaron Rift. I heard that he didn't vote for either of us. That's basically throwing your vote away. No DQ, more like no IQ.
You know what, Donald? There's something you and I can actually agree on.